Oh man, what's happening everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. It's about to start raining over here in not so sunny Orlando, Florida. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and listen to some more DEVO. Let's go ahead and listen to the track Praying Hands off of Q, Are We Not Men? A, We Are DEVO, released in 1978. DEVO seems to be one of those bands that I can see myself getting into. You know, we're only 2 tracks in, but I can see myself getting into them, so hope that you guys are enjoying them as well. They got a kind of shtick, you know? Kind of like with the B-52s, they have like a certain image and demeanor, and there's something about the music, you know? So let's go ahead and get into this track, Praying Hands. Hope you guys are having a wonderful one. This is DEVO. Let me start that over because I think my internet was lagging. let me just start that over. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna talk briefly on this one, and we're gonna go into the next track, Space Jump. We're gonna move into the next track because this one I feel is good on its own, but I think that it's better to kind of get a bigger context for it because it seems like it's part of a greater whole. Obviously, it's called an album. Listen, I like this kind of surf rock persona that they kind of have, at least musically. The bass and the guitar, especially. Dun, da, 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 then the stop. Da, 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 da. Really, really fast hi-hats that are thrown in there. There's that big synthy sound that I have no idea what is happening there. It's near the beginning. Let me pull it back. This. There's just some wonky synth that is just going back and forth over here. It's almost like a backwards sound effect of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It sounds like it's probably a keyboard synth that's being run backwards. And then the volume and the pitch maybe are going up and down. I don't know, it's interesting. almost sequenced. I don't know. Oh, there's something funky about that. But otherwise, the rest of the song is kind of a jam. I like the way that he sings some of the words when he's like, dilly dilly. And then the stop starting is fun too. I was trying to find where in the song where he says that, your left hand's dilly dilly. It's those little things that kind of change like who they are from like a standard kind of rock and roll band into something a little different. And then lyrically, I think he's just kind of talking about like the uselessness of praying, basically. You got your left hand, you got your right hand. Well, the left hand's diddling while the right hand goes to work. Then he repeats that. Okay, relax, assume the position, go into doggy submission. Wash your hands 3 times a day. Always do what your mom and dad say. Brush your teeth in the following way. Wash your hands 3 times a day. I think he's just making fun of people who are praying or religious in that sense. Like, you're doing what you're told, but what's the result? Kind of thing. He says, okay, relax, assume the position, go into doggy submission. I kind of take that as a way of basically saying get bent. That's at least what I think he's talking about in here. But can I tell you, it's kind of a jam. You'd be jumping up and down at this. There's got a bounce to it, especially in that bass. Let's go ahead and go into the next song while we are at it, which is going to be Space Junk. I'm just pulling it up right here, so I got the lyrics to follow. Yeah, let's go ahead and move into Space Junk. We'll let the last few seconds of Praying Hands play. Love how that synth returns, by the way, with these hi-hats. That's good. Space Junk comes in and comes fast. That was good. See, like this now, like it's all coming together. This could be an album. You know what I mean? Like this. I mean, it is an album, but this is hitting all the right spots. I love once again kind of getting into the thread and the meat of it all. I love the way that he accents certain words, like when he says Texas and Kansas, he gives it like an exaggerated American accent. He's like Texas, and he's like Kansas. But otherwise, it's kind of like the same formula, like that kind of surfer rock music. But can I tell you, the drumming and the percussion, especially in the beginning, that beat that they kind of set up with, is really nice here. That's a tight groove. And then the keys on the side of that, Something else is the production stands out a lot. You can really hear Brian Eno's fingerprints kind of all through this, especially in the keyboard work, but even in the atmosphere and the depth of the guitar and the bass and the space in which it's all produced and comes together. In the halfway point and the break, I love... Oh, I kind of skipped it. Let me go back. But I love that guitar run that's going up and down in this guitar break as he's going through these different places and things. And these little weird vocals in the end. You hear that? That's... I'm 99% sure that's someone speaking or singing or doing something, but through some sort of... That sounds like more than like a talk box or a fuzz box or something. Like they're talking through maybe I don't know, some other synth or something, and it's just being manipulated, perhaps on tapes. But that's really, really cool. I like that a lot. Almost like some sort of wonky radio signal or something. I don't know, but that's just really cool the way they did that. And let me come back earlier into this. You get Morse code, I think, down here. You hear it? I think that's Morse code. Question is, what are they, what signal are they putting out? I don't know. That's a good track, Space Junk. I think that is talking about bombs being dropped on people. She was walking all alone down the street in the alley. Her name was Sally. I never touched her. She never saw it. When she was hit by space junk, she was smashed by space junk. She was killed by space junk. And then it's talking about different places. In New York, Miami Beach, heavy metal fell. In Cuba, Angola, Saudi Arabia, on Christmas Eve, said NORAD. I don't know what or who NORAD is. A Soviet Sputnik hit Africa, India, and Venezuela, in Texas, Kansas. It's falling fast, Peru too. It keeps coming, keeps coming, keeps coming. And now I'm mad about space junk. I'm all burned out about space junk. Oh, walk and talk about space junk. It smashed my baby's head, space junk, and now my Sally's dead, space junk. Maybe it's talking about music. Because they say heavy metal. Or maybe that's a bomb. maybe it's a bomb, like literally heavy metal, not the genre of heavy metal. I want to say, without looking it up right away, that it's talking about bombs being dropped. I don't recall any bombs being dropped on Miami Beach, but what do I know? Let me see if I can find some information on it here. Now, NORAD is an organization that warns of and protects North America against dangers from the air. Okay, so it's like an early defense system, basically, which makes sense going along with the idea of bombs being dropped. It says on at least Genius, a strange story about a girl being killed by falling space debris. Could be literal. Yeah. I guess it could just be straight, played straight like that. I kind of thought that there might be something else kind of behind it, but I guess it could just be literally a story about a woman being killed by some space junk. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of these two tracks. I hope that you enjoyed the music. Thank you as always for being here. You can follow me on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for attending, like it's some sort of class. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.